If I told you that most people spend their entire lives working, but never build true wealth, would you believe me? The truth is, it's not a lack of effort, but a lack of strategy. Today, I'm going to reveal 6 strategies that the wealthy use to build assets and live with financial freedom. If you apply them, your life could change dramatically. But if you ignore them, you'll keep chasing money for the rest of your life. So, I ask you now, are you ready to uncover the secrets to solid wealth? Chapter 1. The first step to solid wealth. The journey to building wealth doesn't start with money, but with mindset. Before any investment, you need to change how you view money. Many people believe getting rich is a matter of luck or inheritance, but the truth is, it starts with conscious daily choices. The first step is simple yet powerful: spend less than you earn. It may seem obvious, but this is the foundation of any financial strategy. If you spend everything you make, you'll never have resources to invest, and without investment, there's no growth. The secret lies in controlling habits and prioritizing what truly matters. Imagine someone who earns 3,000 reais a month and spends exactly 3,000. They'll never get ahead. Now, imagine that same person saving just 500 reais a month. In 12 months, they'll have 6,000. In 10 years, with investments, that amount can multiply. The difference lies in one decision: to save. This step requires discipline, and discipline often means giving up instant gratification for future freedom. It's not about living a miserable life, but about understanding that every spending choice is a brick added or removed from building your wealth. So, the first step to solid wealth is learning to control your money's flow. Spend less, save more, and direct the difference toward building a better future. This simple decision can be the turning point between always worrying about bills or living with peace and security. Chapter 2. The importance of an emergency fund. After learning to spend less than you earn, it's time for the next step: creating an emergency fund. This is the foundation that protects your financial life from unexpected events, like job loss, health issues, or surprise expenses. Without this fund, any setback could destroy what took years to build. An emergency fund acts like a shield. It ensures you don't need to rely on expensive debt, like credit cards or overdrafts, whenever a problem arises. With this financial cushion, you gain peace of mind to make calm, deliberate decisions without panic. But how much should you save? A simple rule is to set aside at least 6 months' worth of living expenses. If you spend 2,000 reais a month, your ideal fund would be 12,000. This amount should be kept in a safe, easily accessible investment, like a high-yield savings account or a fixed-income security. Building this fund may seem tough at first, but remember, it's done gradually. Even if you can only save 100 reais a month, in a year, you'll have 1,200, a layer of protection. The key is to start and stay consistent. Solid wealth isn't just about accumulating, it's about protecting. With an emergency fund in place, you'll have security to face unexpected challenges and be ready to move forward with your financial growth. Chapter 3. The power of consistent investing. After controlling spending and building an emergency fund, it's time to make your money work for you. The secret of great investors isn't putting in huge sums at once, but investing consistently, month after month, without fail. Consistent investing creates the snowball effect. Picture a small amount growing with compound interest over years. It seems minor at first, but over time, the results are impressive. This is how ordinary people build extraordinary wealth. For example, imagine someone investing just 300 reais a month at an average return of 10% per year. In 20 years, that habit could turn into nearly 200,000 reais. The secret wasn't the initial amount, but the discipline to invest every month, without giving up. The biggest mistake people make is waiting for the perfect moment to start. They think they'll only invest when they have a lot of money. But the truth is, the best time is always now. Even small amounts, invested consistently, create a solid foundation for the future. So, if you want to build lasting wealth, make investing a non-negotiable habit. Set an amount, however small, and invest it every month. Over time, you'll see it's not the size of the money that matters, but the consistency with which it grows. Chapter 4. The strength of diversification. Now that you understand the importance of consistent investing, it's time to talk about protecting your wealth. The most powerful strategy to reduce risk while increasing your chances of gains is diversification. In other words, never put all your eggs in one basket. When you concentrate all your money in one type of investment, you risk losing a lot if something goes wrong. But when you diversify, you spread the risk across different areas, creating balance. Even if one investment underperforms, another can make up for it. For example, consider someone who invests only in a single company's stock. If that company faces problems, the loss could be huge. Now, if that person has some money in fixed income securities, some in real estate funds, and some in stocks from different sectors, the impact of a loss is much smaller. Diversification doesn't mean spreading money randomly, it means choosing different types of assets wisely. It's like building a team, each player has a role, and together they deliver better results. Your investments work in harmony, balancing safety and growth. Diversification is a pillar of solid wealth. It protects your assets from surprises and opens up more opportunities for profit. By spreading your investments wisely, you'll have more peace of mind to navigate market ups and downs and stay on track toward financial freedom. Chapter 5. The Value of Investing in Knowledge. So far, we've covered practical money strategies, spending less, building an emergency fund, investing consistently, and diversifying. But there's an investment that comes before all others: investing in knowledge. Without it, any financial decision can become a huge risk. Money without wisdom is like a boat without a rudder. It might move, but it has no direction. Many people manage to save some wealth, only to lose it because they don't understand where they're putting their money. Knowledge is what turns an ordinary investor into a smart one. Investing in knowledge is simpler than it seems. Reading financial education books, following quality content, attending lectures, taking courses, or even listening to audiobooks like this one are ways to expand your perspective and make better decisions. The more you learn, the more you notice opportunities you previously overlooked. It's like swapping a blurry lens for a clear one. Suddenly, you see things sharply that were once confusing. This gives you confidence and security to pursue solid wealth. So, never view knowledge as an expense, but always as an investment. Its returns are far greater than any amount invested, as it opens doors to multiplying results and avoiding costly mistakes. Your mind is the most valuable asset you own. Chapter 6. Thinking long-term. One of the biggest secrets to solid wealth is understanding it doesn't happen overnight. Seeking instant results is the enemy of prosperity. Those who chase quick wins often end up frustrated or making impulsive decisions that ruin years of work. Thinking long-term means having patience, discipline, and vision. It's like planting a tree. You don't harvest fruit the next week. You need to water, care for it, and wait. But over time, that tree grows tall, strong, and fruitful. In the world of investing, time is your greatest ally. Compound interest works for those who wait. The earlier you start, the more time multiplies your wealth. So, even if results seem small at first, never underestimate the power of consistency. There are countless examples. Millionaires didn't get there in months, but through decades of discipline. What sets them apart isn't luck, but the ability to look beyond the present, focusing on a solid future. So, adopt a long-term mindset in everything you do. Don't focus only on immediate gains, but on building a secure and prosperous future. This perspective will give you peace to handle the journey's ups and downs and confidence to keep growing. Chapter 7. The Power of Financial Habits. Solid wealth isn't built in giant leaps, but in small, repeated steps every day. Financial habits shape a person's destiny. What you do with your money daily defines who you'll be financially in the future. A simple habit, like tracking your expenses, can reveal where every penny goes and show you where to save. Another powerful habit is setting aside money for investments as soon as your paycheck arrives, instead of waiting for leftovers at the end of the month. These small routines build discipline and consistency. The difference between those who prosper and those who stay in debt isn't just income, it's habits. Someone can earn a lot and lose it all by spending recklessly. Meanwhile, someone with a modest income can build wealth by cultivating good financial habits. Building habits takes effort at first, but over time, they become automatic. Just like brushing your teeth, managing finances can become a natural part of your routine. The key is to start small and stay consistent. So, establish financial habits that support your goals. Saving, investing, learning, and planning are practices that, repeated daily, transform your life. The power of wealth lies less in big decisions and more in the sum of small daily habits. Chapter 8: Avoiding unnecessary debt. No wealth building is possible if you're trapped in debt. High interest rates are like chains holding back your financial progress. While you're paying interest to the bank, you're missing out on earning interest from investments. It's important to understand that there are good debts and bad debts. Bad debts are for consumption, like buying an expensive phone on a credit card or overspending on leisure. Good debts, on the other hand, can generate returns, like financing a business that will bring profit. The problem is that many people confuse needs with wants. They buy things to impress others and end up compromising their future. This behavior keeps millions stuck in a cycle of work and endless bills. Avoiding unnecessary debt requires planning and self-control. Before buying, ask yourself, do I really need this? Will this purchase bring me closer to or push me further from financial freedom? Asking these questions can prevent costly impulsive decisions. When you eliminate unnecessary debt, you gain power over your money. What was once used to pay interest can now build wealth. That's when wealth starts becoming a reality. Chapter 9: Creating multiple income streams. Relying on a single income source is one of the biggest financial risks you can take. If that source fails, your entire livelihood is at risk. That's why wealthy, financially savvy people always seek to create multiple income streams. Having more than one income source doesn't mean working two exhausting jobs. It means finding ways to make money work for you. Investments, side businesses, or even skills turned into extra services are examples of alternatives. Imagine someone who relies only on their salary. If they lose their job, they face immediate hardship. Now, picture someone who, besides their salary, earns rental income from a property, dividends from stocks, and profits from an online business. Even if they lose their job, they'll keep generating income. Creating multiple income streams takes effort and patience at first, but it brings security and freedom in the long run. Each new stream is like an extra pillar supporting your financial life, making it more stable and less vulnerable to surprises. The more you diversify your income, the faster you accelerate towards solid wealth. The secret is to start small, build a foundation, and gradually expand. In the end, you'll have not just stability, but the freedom to live as you've always dreamed. Chapter 10: The Role of Discipline and Patience. If there's one trait shared by everyone who's achieved solid wealth, it's discipline. Knowing strategies or having good intentions isn't enough without consistent action. Discipline is what turns theory into practice and dreams into reality. Many people start excited but give up halfway because results aren't immediate. That's where patience comes in. Building wealth is like tending a garden. You plant today, but harvest months or even years later. Those who lack patience abandon it before seeing the fruits. Discipline lies in small actions. Investing even when the amount seems small, avoiding unnecessary spending, continuing to learn, and constantly improving your relationship with money. These behaviors, repeated daily, create a solid foundation for prosperity. Patience, meanwhile, keeps you steady through temptations and challenges. In times of crisis, patient people don't panic. Instead, they see opportunities where the impatient see only problems. Discipline and patience are the perfect pair for building wealth. One without the other doesn't work. With discipline, you stay focused. With patience, you give results time to appear. Together, they ensure your financial future is solid and lasting. Chapter 11: The Journey to Financial Freedom. Throughout this journey, we've seen that solid wealth isn't a matter of luck, but of smart, consistent choices. Each step, from spending less than you earn to thinking long-term, is a piece of the puzzle leading to financial freedom. The journey isn't quick or always easy. There will be challenges, temptations, and moments of doubt. But it's in those moments that you must remember why you started: to achieve peace, security, and the freedom to live life on your terms. Financial freedom isn't just about having money. It's about time, opportunities, and the ability to make choices without being tied to bills or debts. It's the power to decide how to live, where to invest your time, and who to share your days with. The most inspiring part is realizing anyone can get there. It doesn't matter if you're in debt or starting from scratch today. What matters are the actions you choose to take from now on. Every small step brings you closer to the future you want. So, look forward with confidence. Apply the strategies you've learned, stay disciplined and patient, and never stop investing in yourself. Solid wealth is built step by step, and the next step is in your hands. The journey to financial freedom has already begun, and you're the protagonist of this story. Now that you've gone through all 11 chapters and learned the strategies for building solid wealth, the most important moment has arrived: taking action. Knowledge alone doesn't change lives. What transforms is daily action, no matter how small it seems. With every spending choice, every investment decision, and every habit you cultivate, you're shaping your future. The question is, what future do you want to build? One of insecurity and debt, or one of freedom, peace, and prosperity? The answer is in your hands. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't delay any longer. Start today. Take the first step, even if it's small, and stay committed. Time is your greatest ally, but it only works for those brave enough to begin. Remember, solid wealth isn't a destination, it's a journey. And you've already started yours. Keep walking, learning, and growing. Because the greatest asset you can achieve isn't just money, but the freedom to live the life you've always dreamed of. The next chapter of this story isn't written here. It will be written by you.